Hey everyone, it's Jessica Edwards in Wilmington, North Carolina. So I had a conversation today with a client about what's the norm norm really for the amount of times that a buyer is through a property when they're under contract on a home. And there's not really any standard number. There's not some set times where the buyer can only be in this time or that time. But I think it's important for both parties to be aware and courteous of it. And what I mean by that is there's going to be times and things that the buyer comes to the property for, typically like the home inspection. They may need to meet a contractor, a painter, a designer, all different things at the property. And I think the seller needs to be understanding that they're going to need to gain access to the property and have some of these different appointments. But I also think the buyer needs to be aware and be courteous and respectful of the seller's time. They're trying to pack up and move and all these different things, and the buyer's also trying to sort of prepare to get in the house. The seller's trying to prepare to get out of it. And so sometimes it can be frustrating to a seller if a buyer has a painter coming Monday and an inspector coming Tuesday and somebody else coming Thursday to give a quote for this, that, and the other. So I think if you're a buyer, it's important to be respectful of the seller's time and try to maybe condense and consolidate some of those appointments into one. And I think that really helps you as a buyer when you are courteous to the seller. It helps you in negotiating other things in the process. But I also think the seller has to be prepared that, there are going to be times when the buyer needs to get in, and it can sometimes be frustrating. But, just both parties need to be sort of aware and courteous of each one, and that'll really help the closing process, go very smoothly. So something to think about. It might seem really obvious, but it comes up a lot from both perspectives and both sides. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me. And of course, please check us out at thecarolinasfinest.com. Thanks so much for listening. Have a wonderful day.